Guys, if you like this video, please make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, turn on those post notifications, and share this video. What is up, you guys? So today we are back again for another video, and today I'm gonna show you two live bait Garrick traces in which you can catch Garrick, obviously, and I'm also going to show you a couple artificial lures that you can use which are quite effective for catching Garrick. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy the video. For today's traces, I'm going to be using an 8-0 mustard ring soy, kingfisher, the normal slide traces you get with a little weight that just helps to get the bait down the line when you're shaking your rod to get it down the line, and then some 0.8 Maxima. You can also use, this is Sportex. You can also use Maxima. That'll be my preferred line to use, and you can use some fluorocarbon as well, as long as it's soft, it's subtle, and it has a lot of movement in it. For the first step, you're going to measure out a meter of this 0.8 Maxima. So measure out a meter, goes to my shoulder, like that, and just snip it off, right? Then you take your first hook, and there's nothing fancy, through the back, up like that, right, normal figure of 8, so go around and make a loop, a small loop, like so, then around again, come through to the front, one slightly bigger, and then again, slightly bigger than the last, then from here, we go around through the back, like that, and then I'm going to just open up the knot so it comes out to something like that. Okay, and once it's done that, lubricate it, pull it down the line, tighten it slightly, not all the way, pull it all the way down and tight. Right, till you get a figure of 8. Okay, cut off your tag end, that. Bring your second mustard soy ring, 8-0. Then this part is important, so you've got to make sure that you go in from the back of the hook, in from the back. And then what you want to ensure is that these hooks face in opposite directions, like that. Alright, so then you measure it out for the size of your live bait. So generally, this hook, your top hook, will be in the mouth of the mullet, and this will be on the top of the mullet by its fins. So general size, you're probably looking couple of centimeters, maybe. I'm not going to use a massive mullet, so don't make it too long, but obviously this you can manipulate on the beach, so that it fits the size of your bait. And then we're just going to do a simple snell knot, nothing fancy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so the next part is important. You take your tag end and you put it through the back of the hook, like that, and then you pull it up to the top. Boom. You pull it nice and tight, like that. And there we go. As you can see, they're facing opposite directions. There you go, facing opposite directions, and there's a little piece of nylon in between that. So what happens is, if your bait is a little bit too short and your live bait is a little bit shorter than expected, you can put them a little bit closer together within the body and still have a little bit of flex within the bait, so that when he's moving and stuff like that, there is intention he's not going to pull this hook out of the mouth and this hook isn't going to pull out of the skin. So yeah, that's quite key and important. And you take the tag end of this side and you just tie it to the swivel of your slider using a figure of 8. So again, 1, 2, 3, like that, into the back, and just open up the figure of 8 like that. Again, lubricate, pull it down slightly and pull it tight way down the bottom. There we go. Got a neat figure of 8 like that. And there's your slider, your figure of 8. And if you look down here, we have the snell knot onto the J hook of the trace, the first J hook, the little nylon section in between, and then the figure of 8 on the bottom. That'll give you a slide trace. What you can do with that trace is you can also do it with a circle hook. It doesn't make much of a difference. I prefer to use circle hook because it just saves the fish. When he swallows that live bait, he doesn't have a gut hook and it's just easier to release him. So yeah, it's basically safer for the fish. Circle hook's also easier to release the fish, especially if you use the BKKs with such a small barb. But yeah, let's get on to the next trace. The next trace is the same trace as my cob trace that I showed you, the circle hook cob trace. Basically the same thing. It's got a meter, your bar trace is a meter, and then there's a meter of spare nylon up to the swivel that ties to your leader, right? So it's normal figure of 8, and obviously this is for throw bait for grounder. You can even throw it in multi. There you go. There's your limited slide, and then to your hook, which is a circle hook. It's a BKK SS. It's the offset one, so you can see that it's offset. Quite nice for fishing for Garrick and stuff like that, and cob. Yeah. The hookup rate is awesome. The tiny bob that you can see there allows for a quick release and a safe release, and it's always a corner hook in the mouth. So the nice thing about this trace is you'll see that the mullet head or the lips will sit over here, and you can bridle rig it or rig it with cable ties, which you can have a look at on Devon van Breda's YouTube channel, which I'll link down below. And yeah, the mullet will come and it'll sit about so far away from the hook. And what happens is Gary comes and attacks it from the back. He tries, he swallows, and the hook comes, and you give him a little bit of time to feed when he takes you down. Then that hook will come and dunk in the corner of the mouth, boom, and you're on. Can't lose him, it can't shake you off or anything like that. And yeah, it's probably one of the best ways to fish with them. On this trace I've got 0.75. You might want to go a little bit thicker, maybe go 0.8, just to be safe. And if you're using slightly bigger baits, then definitely go for 0.9. But this trace specifically is just for a mullet. If you want to slide a live shad, I'd recommend going for the slide trace that I showed you with the double hook, and then use 0.90 and some 8-0s, and then obviously your normal slide. You can go a little bit lighter, you can go down to size 5 J hooks for the slide trace or even the throw trace. That'll obviously be for smaller mullets, and then you'd end up using 0.75 maxima for that. For the next section of the video, we're going to go through some artificial lures that you can use to target Garrick, and I'm going to show you about 5 different types. So the first type is the CID Iron Candy range. The Kuta casting range is quite nice. I like the pink and the glow in the dark one. Then the next section is the Magic Missile range. You can use the pink, the luminous green, and some other colors as well. It's up to you, depends on what you like to use. I like to use the redhead one and the sardine one, the red eye. Then the next couple lures you can use is plugs. Definitely use the plugs, not the chisel nose, the needle nose. I like to use the pink one, and I like to use the white one, and the one with the red head on it, the white and red head. From CID, the GT Pop plugs. Then the next lures that I like to use is paddle tails. Obviously, color selection goes according to the weather and the coloration in the water. When you're targeting Garrick, you want to look for water that is moving on the edge of a bank. It's puffing up sand, exactly the same as you would with a cob. You want to look for a bank that has two gutters on the side of it, or even a river on the one side and a gutter and a rip on the other side, and then a very, very long trough with a bank on the edge of it. You want there to be moving water on the edge of that bank, and you cast right over there. If you see some baitfish smashing, cast your live bait in between those baitfish, and you'll be okay to go. With these traces and with the live bait and with the paddle tail specific, you can target Garrick as well as cob. So you can look to catch between both of them. The cobbies will try the live mullet as well. Fortunately, there will be a couple of raggies and stuff that will try and go for it if they are around. But in this case, it's winter, so they might not be, and you'll be specifically targeting Garrick. Another thing is, your Garrick love carantine, they love blacktail, and they love shad as well. So if you're struggling to find mullet, try and find some shad and carantine and blacktail. Right. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I shall see you guys in the next one, and yeah, keep safe. Please subscribe if this video was helpful, and yeah, peace.